Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This guy calls Morgan Paddock.
Good morning. Yeah. If you would please, before you have a seat, if you would please raise your right hand and face the clerk.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony that you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
If you would please have a seat, and if you will position yourself where you're closer to that microphone, that'll help us hear you. Thank you.
State your name, please.
Morgan Paddock,
Would you please spell your name for the court report?
Morgan Paddock.
Ms. Paddock, where do you live?
In Savannah, Georgia.
Ordinarily, I don't ask witnesses for a precise address. In this case, the precise address is important. Where do you live?
1130 East 68th Street.
How long have you lived there?
About 5.5 years.
How are you employed?
I work at a church.
What's your job at the church?
I'm a local outreach director,
Now, what is that church?
a community Bible church.
And what does your position require you to do?
I work with families in the community, working with kids after school programs, tutoring, mom's discipleship, and getting people in the church connected to local ministry partners that serve the community.
And how long have you done that?
5.5 years.
Are you involved with any nonprofit organizations in the area?
Yes, I work with lots of different nonprofits, from PAC, working with kids. All of our ministry partners are nonprofits that we work with the church. So everything from helping kids with food to mentoring kids in the community, numerous things.
Are you married?
I am.
Do you have children?
I have a stepson.
I'm going to show you a photograph. State's exhibit number 2.32. And ask if you're familiar with the person depicted in that photograph.
I am.
How do you know that person?
That's my friend Mindi. We met in youth group when I was in high school.
What's Mindy's last name?
Cassotis.
Does this photograph fairly and accurately depict Mindy when she was alive?
Yes, it does.
Well, I'll tender this time. State's exhibit number 2.32. Is it good? Now, how long did you know Mindy?
I met Mindi at the end of 1996, beginning of 1997.
How did you meet?
We were in youth group together at a church in Covington, Louisiana. So we were in Bible studies, youth choir, youth trips, things like that.
You described her as a close friend.
She was a close friend.
When did your friendship begin, the close friendship between the two of you?
Well, in high school and youth group, we did everything together. On the weekends, we hung out. We were on the trips together. She was a year younger than me, so I graduated a year before her. And I would say we were close friends then, but we became closer after she moved to Savannah.
Where did you go to high school together?
I went to Mandeville High School and she went to Fontainebleau High School, so we were rival high schools.
But the same general area?
Yes.
What town was that?
Mandeville, Louisiana.
When did you get married?
I have been married twice. My first marriage was in 2007 in Louisiana.
And did Mindy attend that wedding?
She did come in for that wedding.
Are you familiar with the person to whom she later married?
Yes, I did meet him.
What's that person's name?
Nick Cassotis.
How many times did you meet that person?
I only actually met him one time because we were supposed to go to their wedding, and it was the same weekend as Hurricane Matthew hit Savannah, and so we were unable.
So you had planned to attend her wedding, but couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
When was that wedding?
That would have been in October. I think it was, oh gosh, when did Matthew hit? October of 2016.
Would you recognize Nick Cassotis if you saw him?
Yes, I would.
Do you see him in the courtroom?
I do.
Would you please point to that person? And Your Honor, if you'll let the record reflect, she has identified the defendant.
It does.
Did Mindy and the defendant ever have occasion to visit you here in Savannah?
One time, I believe they were visiting, they had family that lived in Hilton Head area, and so they were close to Savannah, and they popped in the summertime.
Now, you earlier described that your friendship became closer as the friendship developed over time. Is that fair to say?
Yes, sir.
Would the two of you talk about important personal matters in your lives?
All the time, yes.
And each consider the other as a good and close personal friend?
Yes, correct.
Would you share your deepest feelings with each other?
We would.
When Mindy was no longer in your immediate presence and you would have to communicate long distance, how would you typically communicate with her?
Well, there's two different times where we were in long distance with each other. So after I moved away from Savannah, when she moved there in college, we would text or call occasionally. After she got married, we would text or call, but then there became a point where we were only allowed to communicate on the Signal app.
What did Mindy share with you about why it was important to communicate that way?
Because it was important that our conversations not be intercepted or able to be read by anyone, because there were dangerous people that were after her and Nick, and it was a protection level to make sure that our conversations stayed private.
Did she tell you about the anticipation of receiving a large amount of money?
Yes, she said that Nick was involved in some sort of software development, and that when it sold, it was going to be for a large sum of money. And it was life-changing money, like money that she could not wait to do good with. But it was always, someday when this money comes, these are the things that I want to do.
Did she mention to you anything about a security team?
Yes, there was a security team. that she always talked about Nick talking to the security team, and the security team told Nick. She told me that they had to have video surveillance van outside down the street. Nick could never leave the house without a security detail with him. They had to have, there were often meetings with the security team to just talk about their safety and what the protocols were.
How did you learn about her death?
Sorry. I learned about her death because a friend of mine had reached out to me in February of 23 and asked me if I had heard from Mindi. And it had been some time that I had heard from her because she said that they might have to go dark for security reasons and that she would reach out to me when she was safe again. She called and asked me if I had heard from Mindi or heard anything of Mindi because a mutual friend of hers had called and said that Nick had called him and said that Mindi had died. And I didn't understand, couldn't find anything about it. And then on May the 12th of 2023, my friend texted me and said, I have some sad news. And she sent me the GBI article identifying Mindi's body.
After learning about her death, what did you do? Did you reach out to the GBI?
I did, because as I was talking with Mindi through Signal app, there were a couple of times where I thought it was against my better judgment, but there were just some crazy things being said that I felt like I needed to screenshot just in case anything ever happened to her and Nick, that I would be able to give someone something. And so I had a few screenshots of conversations that I reached out to share.
After her death, did you determine where Mindi was living before her death?
Yes.
Where was that?
3 streets down from me,
Do you remember the street?
65th Street,
And that's how far away from where you lived?
0.8 miles from my front door.
And during the entire time that she lived here in Savannah, did she ever contact you and let you know she was living here?
I didn't know she was here.
Is that unusual?
Yes, it would be unusual, except that one, if she thought she was in danger, she would never put me in danger. And sorry, because I knew that she said that she had to go dark. I knew that she would reach out and trusted she would reach out when she felt safe. So I'm not surprised that she didn't reach out. It just tells me that it wasn't in a place that she felt like she could yet.
After learning of her death, did you drive by where she lived?
I did, but ironically, I drive by that house all the time anyway.
I'm showing you what's already been admitted into evidence, the state's exhibit 2.27. Do you recognize this house?
I do.
What is this house?
It's 311 East 65th Street.
Where Mindi lived?
Mm-hmm.
I'm showing you now what's marked as state's exhibit number 2.47. Do you recognize what that is?
That is the route between my house to where she was living.
And it shows where you live and shows where she lives.
Yes, sir.
Does it fairly and accurately depict the route between your house and her house?
Yes, exactly.
I move to admit state's exhibit number 2.47.
Any objection?
No objection.
It's admitted.
That's all the questions.
Good morning, Ms. Paddock.
morning.
I'm Doug Weinstein. I represent Nick Cassotis in this case. Mindi insisted to you that you use the Signal app to communicate with her, correct?
Correct.
And again, why did she say that you must communicate over Signal?
For security reasons?
So Mindy told you that their lives were in danger, correct?
Correct,
And she had to communicate over signal in order to keep her safe, correct?
correct.
Did Mindy ever lie to you?
Not to my knowledge.
Mindy told you that Nick Cassotis couldn't leave the house without security, correct?
Correct.
Mindy told you that she had meetings with Nick's security team?
Not that she had meetings. Nick was always the one that was meeting with people.
Okay.
Everything was Nick said.
But Mindy told you that she was in genuine fear of her life and of Nick's life, correct?
Yes, she did.
Okay. No further questions.
Thank you.
Anything else, counsel?
No.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. You're excused.